What's up, confessors? Thanks for joining me this evening for another episode of 21 Questions with Confessions. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. This episode, I have someone who is no stranger to this show. He's been on several, many a times, and he keeps it real, definitely. Hate him or love him, a lot are still deciding which one they want to do. But I love him. That's my boy. So let me bring up my boy, Mr. Mark Scott, aka Mark James St. Patrick. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm good.
How you doing this
I'm
evening?
here in the.
It's been a while
I'm
since you've
I'm
been on
good.
here.
How are you?
I am doing
Yeah.
fabulous. I'm doing fabulous. People have been
Ooh.
asking for you to be on, so I'm like, I'm gonna get him on. Let this man breathe. Okay, let him do his thing. But you are here. Now, if you are not familiar with 21 Questions, 21 Questions with Confessions is a show where I talk one-on-one with bloggers and other content creators, ask them about their journey and all of that jazz, and then I get their latest take on the latest topics that's going on in the news right now.
Oh, that's
So,
what's up.
yes, so you have the Brown Roots podcast, which I have listened on plenty of times, and it's really a great show. So when did you first start your that podcast?
Um, I started it the summer before, so 2019. No, when did I started the summer they were started filming.
The
So
summer.
the summer before Love and Marriage Huntsville started filming, I started that summer. So it was like I'm almost as old as the show, but older than the show.
Got you. So when you started the show, what was the intention of the show? Was there ever intention of talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, or just the Brown Roots of being something completely different and separate?
Oh yeah, Brown Roots has the funny thing is that when I'm podcasting and when I'm talking, life is so we're all a part of everybody's world. So I'm a part of your world and you're a part of my world. And so it just so happens to be that Love and Marriage Huntsville is a part of our world. And so if I say, man, men are so disrespectful to women, immediately because of relation and because of proximity, I'm talking about Martell or Maurice or Marceau. And so it I never talk about the show. I always talk about the life, and it just so happens to coincide with something else, and people make it a love you too much. People happen to make it a part of reality, and that's what really kicked off the whole fury of me on the internet.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that, first of all, why is it that they seem to come at you so hard?
um well, one, here's the thing. I've come to realize that a lot of women just want to fuck me, and so they their their
So,
way of
can
getting.
you elaborate on how you came to that realization, please?
Okay, here's the thing. This guy is, you clearly dislike him, right? You clearly dislike him,
Right.
and you clearly don't like what he's saying, right?
Mhm.
None of these things are your cup of tea, but you all up in his face. You don't do that unless you try to get your. It's like, you remember back in elementary, guys would pull the hair. Girls is like, pull this right here, pull this, like,
Uh-huh.
come on, say something to me. And the other problem is, I told this to Emperor's Ass radio uh show. I told her, I said, listen, I understand the pimpology of the game. You need to put my name up there because it's gonna get some clicks. So you pimp me and I'm pimping you. Problem is, the real problem in this is what a lot of people, I make my own money, and I this is fun. So when I'm here, oh, Mark James St. Patrick is out of control. I can hold all the bad vibes I got in reality until I do a reality show.
Oh my. Now you name Empress Radio by name. Are you speaking to her
Emperor,
specifically?
Emperor's ass. I'd have said Emperor's
Empress.
ass radio. Emperor's ass.
I can't
Emperor's ass
disrespect
radio.
another blogger. If you wish to call her that, you may.
Yeah,
Empress.
no, my opinions are that of my own, and
Yes,
the
they
thing
are.
is,
I used to
they,
have a mark warning.
right, you got it. Well, the problem is, okay, here's the thing. People want to cancel other people for, oh, you shouldn't have had them. Da, 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 da. You shouldn't have had her as a friend, and we not canceling you. But that's not what's not fair. Is I just had this happen like 2 days ago. This lady comes on my Instagram page, and she's like, "You little boys like you need to learn to be better men. Your mom should have." And I'm like, and she's like, she's always berating me, and now it's like, and I'm like, you're berating me while telling me I shouldn't berate nobody else.
Yeah,
They,
that's wow.
I don't. That's what I don't understand, how people go after people for their opinion, hoping to get that opinion changed. Like, that's not going to happen. Matter of fact, I'm gonna double down. You know what? The truth is, here's the truth. Here's my very, very honest truth. The more people come for me, the more things I find entertaining, just to make sure that I push it in, twist it, pull it out just a little bit, put some alcohol on it, push it back in, twist it the other way, pull it out, put some lemon juice on. I mean, I have a whole ingredient section of what I'm gonna pull out and push it in with. Is one of those things where it's like, can't wait to do it. Matter of fact,
Oh,
right.
that's what he means. All
And,
right,
and right there, what does that shirt say? Get
get
over
over it.
get over it. Just go on with your day. What I'm realizing, our fans and our haters are the people who were goddamn hall monitors. They're a
Not
bunch of
all
snitches.
monitors.
They were a bunch of snitches. They're not, they haven't made it to Karen level yet, but the real life hall monitors. Oh my God, girl. And my traffic goes up when they do it. So if you don't think I got some jokes, if you don't think if y'all think Marcel's funny, wait till you see all three of us together.
Now, why is it okay? Because I know that some content creators aren't even allowed to say your name. Wow, what is that? Is that for legal reasons that
That,
they legally can't, or they choose not to, or what is it? Because some, like for instance, you were called Billy Basement or Basement Billy or something on
yeah,
someone's, and I'm like, oh, they're talking about Mark though.
right. And so
I
the thing is, I think, again, they want my attention. So here's the thing. I see it, and I think that the only the very first season, second season, we were heavy into what people, we didn't, it's like, a rat being thrown into the snake pit, right? You're conscious of everything around you.
yes. I mean,
I got a big ego.
you do. You definitely do.
So
You do not hide it for
I can
sure.
walk with snakes.
And
I can walk with snakes now. I'm a snake walker. So I don't care what you call me. It has never, ever, ever stopped me from saying, uh, uh, oh,
stop. Anywho, so lately you posted a picture of Miss Van, and the caption was something along the lines of the future Mrs. Scott, I believe.
no, 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 no. The new
The
KNE.
new.
So Melody
Why?
misspelled.
What did you mean by that? What triggered you to do that? Because I know that you don't just do it just to do it. You usually do it when something happens or something triggers you. So what was that all about?
Doctor, I don't know
Oh
what we
goodness.
call it. I don't know. Um, the doctor, the doctor, the good doctor, the good doctorate, the good doctorate teacher, the good
Are we talking
doctorate
about Mel?
teacher, multi-million billionaire, Beyonce seller like voice of an angel made a post, and she said, "Hey y'all, thanks for helping me sell out. We'll let you know when new products, KNEW products, roll out." And I'm like, I'm in a group and I'm just laughing. And so uh you know it's hilarious with me because the grammar is terrible, the spelling is terrible, and for a person who can't spell, I really can't spell. So when I was young, I would write really small and really sloppy, and it became a habit because I fucking couldn't spell the word. So I wrote so sloppy, and the teacher would have to believe I wrote the word correctly. so, so
Player.
no, so you can't see it or you can't read it, then you automatically think, well, maybe they got it right. I'm just his handwriting is too sloppy. So
Play
the
the
new
system.
right, so the new Miss Scott was a play on what she said we weren't. She knew she was going to be Miss Scott, and it was people who had seen the bad grammar would know what the KNEW, knew would be. And so it was a slap in the face. Dang, it was two slaps in the face.
Yeah, that was maybe that perhaps she didn't write that herself, maybe someone runs the account or
Wait a second. Hold on. Bull crap cap, whatever you want to bull cap. Bull cap. There's I have Grammarly on my phone. I get squiggly lines. I do I can see it. And the problem is this. Here is the real problem. The problem is
autocorrect.
you can auto no, well, she spelled new right. So you spelled new. You just used it in poor context. But you didn't read it. You what listen, you're putting out beauty lines, you're putting out songs, you read these lyrics a couple times, and then you say, all right, let's take it. You're telling me you got up there and typed bing, send it, and sent it to the world. I have listen, before Facebook would let you correct, I would have to go back and delete the comment, correct what I did. I would screenshot the comment, correct it, and then retype the same thing with everything I needed to say right. Matter of fact, one time I wrote, and Marcel was like, "Do you believe in periods or or, or exclamation? What are you doing here? Like your sentence
No
start
punctuation at all. Mark. No
right.
punctuation.
None. Zero punctuation. Now, the other thing is, millennials get offended by punctuation. Them motherfuckers be like, oh, what are you saying? Are you excited about this? So, I'm just saying she coulda. This is your brand. This is what doctor means. Doctor means I usually get what's in public right. So that was a little weird and a little it was bad, and it gave me good ammunition. I mean, and anything she does, I get good ammunition.
Okay,
I mean,
so let me play devil's advocate on this. Why couldn't you have posted a picture of Mel? Why you have to bring Mama Dukes? Could we maybe normalize, as well as leaving the kids out, we leave the parents out? Miss Van ain't been on the show. Why you plucking at Miss Van?
Well, see, here's the thing. I pluck at everybody. I pluck at
No, Miss Van ain't plucking back. Do I ask you that? Does Miss Van pluck back privately at you?
No, nobody comes into the lion's den. That would be crazy. Who wants to I think when it was Bad Boys 2, I want to quote it so we can get cited correctly. They went into a house and they said, uh, it's the police. He says, the devil lives here. You don't want to go into the devil's house. You don't want to. I don't. And the thing is this, it's a roast, it's a joke. If you are out there in your real life feelings, feeling bad, if you are in your real life feelings thinking that that any of those women have anything I want worth past driving to them, if you don't think between where I am right now in America to where they are, there are not several whorehouses filled with sliftless that I could stop and sleep in and have my manhood gnawed on by grizzly bears before I get over there, you're wrong. You got what whatever you think she has, or whatever you think they have, whether it be fame, fortune, uh, whether they can throw it up in well, they can't throw it up and turn it into sunshine because they would keep a man. But whatever they have, you would imagine, honestly don't want. Because let's use first brain thinking and say this ain't the way to get it.
Okay, that could be true. But
Here we
say
go.
this. Do you think, because obviously the millimeters continue to come after you, do you think it's the millimeter? Is it the millimeters that only care and not Mel and Miss Van? Because
Miss
they don't come at you privately, but is it not them who care, but just the millimeters?
I think truthfully, I think the cast and I think the whole cast is over. I think the world millimeters and Karens running neck and neck. They're like they're jockey for who has the most egregious, unnecessary rant over anything. If you don't like what I'm saying on my page, don't come over here to dislike it. And I mean, granted, my followers would drop to probably back to 25. So I get it. So it's like fun. But also there's a level, there's a group of us out there that like comedy, that
Absolutely.
just like we like funny shit. Even we like we don't talk about the king, but we like shade. We like shade. It's humor shade. We grew up Gen Xers. We grew up throwing shade to each other. You had to receive shade and give shade. Playing a dozen, cracking, telling jokes, your mama jokes. We grew up doing that. So I think all of us have a level of skin is like you never joke with the comedian. He has the mic. And when you come to my page, I have the mic. I go to your page. I look to see if your mom has cancer and she's barely surviving and you're praying and I'm like, I hope your prayers work before your mom dies. I mean,
Okay, so don't you think do you, damn right, do you have a limit? Will you go the lowest to hell all the time?
if
Did
you if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I don't I there
Must
listen.
hell always be the destination?
Okay, here's what I believe. This is me being a prior military. This is me being the oldest brother. This is me being the middle child. There is only one objective when you are in a fight, and that is to win. To win. I'm not going to fight you to get you up off me. I'm not going to fight you to go tell somebody. I am going to fight you so that when you see me and you peek over there and something bothered and you say, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
That is true. That is true.
It ain't worth it. It's
It's
not
not.
worth it. It's not worth it. Just let it be. I am the person that so okay. There, you know how you get some traffic tickets and you say, you know what, I'm not gonna fight this. I was kind of speeding.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to come back to this. That's what you should say when you type this. Like, do I got time to come back to this? I'm responding to every comment on my page, every single one. And if I miss one, I make sure I go back and I look for the ones I miss so that I can catch it all. I
Do you
work
go in Facebook group? I see you in Facebook groups too. Do you do the same thing in Facebook groups? Do you?
it could be regular people. If you said, "Oh, that's why you got a bald head," let me go see you. Oh, your 39th birthday, you had a pimple right on your nose. Let's talk about that.
You know,
Listen, I have the kind of job where I can spend quality time building this. This is what, okay, so here's the thing. I watch roasters, right? And
Mhm.
roasters find stuff and then make fun of that stuff. Regular stuff in an unfunny, unpredictable kind of way, or they'll exaggerate it to the point. I just watched the Tom Brady roast. It was one of the greatest I've ever seen.
I
But
still haven't watched it.
oh, you gotta, and so it's just they just take roasters, just take stuff and they just make it funny. New KNEW is not a funny word. But when you add context and when you add certain things to it, it's like that shit is hilarious.
I suppose. I suppose so. Do you talk about the show on the Brown Roots, or you
Not, not
or complete separate?
it's separate. It's a I mean, I'll do a review with people or I'll, have be on a discussion panel about it, but my content, and I if you see a similarity, or if you see a somewhat of a likeness or anything, then yeah, don't think that it's correlated. Neither one of them are predicated on each other. They don't even know I mean, not saying they don't even know that. I don't know how much they watch the show. And when I mean them, I mean they as a whole cast. My family, of course, knows and listens. But I don't think they are listening like, oh my God, did he say this? Is he talking about us? That doesn't happen. So, it just, some of the topics are universal. Some of the topics seem more focused, but they're just topics. Like
What
I
did you
talk
think?
about,
Go
you
ahead.
said, I was gonna say I'll talk about molestation on my show. They won't do that on the show.
Probably not. And that is talk about what. So, what are a lot of the topics that you touch on your podcast?
Um, Society, relationships, business focus, winning, um, of course, love, sex, things, imagery. Um, I have had ideas, um, from like from panels, discussions, or just discussions about the show. Um, a lot of women are like, God said go. God didn't tell you a motherfucking thing, because if he told you something, you God can tell the sun to rise and it rises, right? But God can tell
Mhm.
you to go and you can be disobedient. So it wasn't that I talked about. I talked about propagandizing religion, using religion as a marketing tool. What's the difference between that and what, Bush does when they have naked women selling beer? So it's like, are you going to keep doing it? Are we going to fall for every marketing strategy that comes along with with religion? And so
So you
they're
feel
not.
everything is okay. She just shouldn't be bringing God into it.
Well, the problem is here's the problem that I had this when I played sports, and we were playing. This was probably when I was in the Marine, and we were going to kneel down to pray, and we said, "All right, God, help us win." Da, 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 da. And the coach was like, "Do y'all believe God ain't gonna help the other team? Is God just is God just on your side? Are we playing against a bunch of non-Christians or non-believers? To the point where God bless America and nobody else."
Yeah.
That's that's the mindset. And so The thing is, in order to justify it or to seem, on the side of right, you throw a religious deity in there, and then bam. Oh no, you couldn't do that because God said go. No, God said go to sleep and come up with a better solution. So you know what? When I first got divorced, that's was my thing. I was praying hard. Oh Lord, what am I gonna do? It can't make, Lord, I need some money. I want to take care of my brother said, like, bro, God doesn't know your bank account number. Right? He doesn't have like a routing system. Like you gotta have is somebody gotta
Serious ways. He's supposed to be the handle that I thought.
right. So what is your routing number? Like you got your account number. And, like this deposit came from the bank is the bank. Well, the love of money, the bank is going to deposit it. Well, this mysterious money was told to be deposited in your account. We're going to let you. So like, okay, you scrolled, Mark, here comes the money that you scrolled. You didn't scroll past that one. If you scroll here now, Jesus is going to bless you financially. You did that 13 times in a row, and here's the reward. I mean, come on. What we're still falling the chain letters
past those now. I've learned they don't work.
But back then, I know, because back then, bill collector, can you pay this bill? Like, wait, oh, buddy, I'm on this chain letter. Please wait. Give me till the end of the week. This shit, I should have your money. I click the code.
Shoot. If that was the case, I'll check on Dave like, shoot. It's the 20th. Right. Let me go and find me a chain letter so I can make do by the first. Be right.
Listen. I used that line on so many people. I was the chain letter king. Like, wait a second, I know 13 people. Send this to the next to the top.
Chain letters, man.
Bruh, I had. The thing is this is how bad I was. I wouldn't send it to the same people. I'd send it to my A's and then my B's and then my C's. This was when Farmville was on Facebook. People would be mad at me.
That's why I stayed off of those too. I did not. I stopped doing games on Facebook because of that. Right. I swear. I couldn't stand that.
You'd be out there.
I could not stand.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the new people that have joined the cast? And how do you feel about Destiny being back in this storyline?
So here's the thing. And I think this is ultimately what Destiny is doing is kind of what I had hoped to do. Like I wanted to confront her face to face. I don't want the Noble Scott brothers. The funny thing,
they didn't give you that option to man, but she wasn't willing.
Boy, not willing. Not her nor listen. All the lip. So I know. So two things. One, they use them dudes anytime anytime a peril happens, they send Maurice and Marceau to gallantly defend the opposition. Oh God, Mark's acting up. Maurice and Marceau, can you go talk to Mark? Martell's acting up. Maurice and Marceau, can you go talk to Martell?
They gotta be the go-tos.
Right, they're the shields. Well, if you look at the episodes, you go look at it, and they put the. So when they confront Martell,
when they did that to Martell was like, "Fuck that, such and such. I don't give a. Y'all ain't in my shoes. Y'all, he wasn't trying to hear it."
Well, you know why, right?
Why? Because he wasn't trying to hear it.
That's my homie. I told him. I said, "Listen, when it was happening to me, and it was happening to us simultaneously, and I ran into him at one of his events, and I said, bro, stop taking that. Stop. One of the problems is this, and this is the problem, and this is probably the way I am. When I got divorced, my wife took to social media and was blasting me. And
Mm.
I was on the, oh, it'll be okay. God bless us. Well, I took the Martell route and I let it happen. And something clicked in me and was like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not letting another woman put her storyline together and get this, he who cried wolf first is believed. I'm not going to let that happen. And so I tell men, I will tell any man, to any person listening, if somebody is dragging you, drag their ass back. We gonna both be on this mic, or ain't none of us gonna be on this mic. But what you won't be able to do is what Martell's doing now, is you won't be able to come back and say this, because it's going to look like revenge. It's going to look like you prepared it. It's going to look like you did all of these other things. And so go ahead and do it right now. Do it at the moment. Put and the other thing is, women think women tend to hold women in this helpless damsel in distress eye. So it looks like, oh, how dare you? Women are cruel and vicious and mean and methodical, and they will plan and they will do stuff to you. And all the while, all the while, while we saw Melody as this princess, we didn't know she's up in this mode, trying to set the house on lighter fluid. I mean, we didn't know she was swinging bats. We overlooked the fact that she was throwing glasses. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we overlook the bad behavior because we want to sympathize or empathize with her, because our bond is so strong with the stuff she's been through, that we just say, "Oh, why? Oh no, this big Martell." But most dudes are not physically abusive. Most. I'm not saying all of them aren't, but most guys is just not their thing. Not cheating, maybe mental abuse, maybe, and that's the problem that I have with this. A lot of the show is, we can see the aggressor, or it's like watching football. We can see the person getting the flag thrown back on them, but we rarely look at the person who did the act in the first place. So
So with that, you feel you like the fact how, because I honestly don't like that Destiny coming back and this is her storyline, because I don't like the way it makes her look to other people. Although we can see with a clear head and see how we see it, but to other people looking in, I just feel like, because they're already starting. Oh, she's a pick me. She's just jealous. She's just that. Uh, is she? Did she want to come back and do it like this? Do you know?
well, another part of this is this, and I'll tell anybody this: a largest part of the show is editing. You know, I don't necessarily think that she had a. I don't think that her coming back. One, she didn't leave under bad. She left for contract reasons. So it wasn't like she left the show because she couldn't handle it, or she left the show because of contract, other personal reasons. So it was not she wasn't kicked off the show. So if she wasn't wanted. And since she wasn't wanted, or she wasn't requested not to, her coming back is, I think it's two things. I think it's courageous to
Definitely.
come back and say, "Hey, I'll be in the presence of the person who snubbed me the hardest, and I'll deal with it in a matter of fact but ladylike manner." The other part is, I think it is a turn in the show to say, "Hey, we confront shit over here. We absolutely, you know, y'all not gonna slide under the rug." I think for a long time, Melody has been able to slide under the rug with stuff, and I think that, because we've been hurt by Melody and Martell for so long, we can't hear their conversation. But this is one that happened, and we can hear the conversation right away, and it looked immediately as though Destiny was a pick me or whatever. But you turn around and you find out it's really Sunny. She's really she's really on the bad end. Your best friend, or not best friend, but your client is confiding in you about her relationship day in and day out. You are close to the show. You know that they're smashing, and you know at the point where they break up. What you don't know is at the time where he slid her his number. You don't know how many times they had random hookups while you two were dating. Now, granted,
That's why I said it's Moses to me. I don't even want to really blame Sonny. It's Moses to me. I want
I'm
to blame
blaming him.
Moses. No,
If if
I mean,
me
of course,
and
Sonny played a part because that was dirty, but still, I
right,
feel like
if
Moses
me and you are friends,
wasn't
no,
honest with Sonny either.
yeah, but if me and you are friends, if me and you are relatively close friends, and all of a sudden I just so happen
Yeah,
to be
exactly. That's
with
why it's not right. It still don't make it right. Hell no.
right.
But you
She
know,
I agree she doesn't owe her loyalty. She does owe her some respect.
yes,
And
there you go. There you
and
go.
here's
There
and
you go.
here's the thing is this. I don't think this is just me speaking. This is my opinion only. I don't think if they would have came at Destiny the right way, it would have been what it is. Like Des, look, I really have feelings. I think this could work. I think me and you are great, but I think this could work better. I want to go down this avenue. I know y'all's close. I don't want the media to catch it, blah, blah, blah. I want to be the first. I want to sort of get your blessing, or not even get your blessing. I just want to give you, firsthand what's going on. I think that would have been more admirable. I think that would have been, it would have been a slap in. I don't know if it would have been a slap in the face as much as it would have been enlightening. But from there, let's go. Let it be what it is. But the way they did it seems like it's gonna be annulled, or she's in the threesomes.
Yeah, they're making it seem like it more just annulled because they actually went live earlier and they bring up now they're bringing up the fact that it was 9 months that that there was no communication between Destiny and Moses before he decided to go off into the sunset with Sunny. So that's what they were talking
Did
about
you
on their live today.
right? But did you see? Because he said April, and then they ended it in August. And she said, "Well, you were sending me money, and I loved you in August."
Yeah, that's it, and that's the thing. That's why I say it's him. That's why I want to blame him more than anything.
I think it was. I think it. But here's the thing. I think because he was like, "Oh, when you didn't come to my birthday party," I think again that sensitive to me, Moses. You are soft man era.
Ooh. Oh my!
That's what soft man era looks like. You
Oh my!
you go to him and say, "Hey, this is what I'm doing." Like this is it. If they if you say you respected Destiny and you say you love Sunny, this is a three of us sit down conversation. That's one.
Yeah,
Now, if you just out here smashing, then no, if you just beating drums and moving on to the next song, then no. If somebody finds out you did something later, and I'm just talking about if it's that close of proximity. If you moving from girl, if you dating this girl and dating that girl, then no, you ain't got to do that. I'm just saying if the proximity is one person removed, you owe them that. If it's not, it's it's yeah. I got a few skeletons in my closet, and that's why that's another reason why I won't never be on the show, is because girl.
I mean, Even
My
if
shit, I
they
was
know
sitting on my seat.
now, so can't they try to get it out whether you're on the show or not? You would think. They
They,
love to try to investigate regardless. You think that would be enough just to know, okay, Mark Scott, let's look him up. Let's do what we can.
oh,
You know?
listen. What I have done and what I am capable of doing, the
But you're
Lord
not
won't tell.
gonna, right?
The Lord won't tell on me. So when bloggers say stuff like, "Oh, your family's talking," or "Your people are talking," don't y'all ever believe that. Don't you ever in your don't you ever never in your life believe that somebody's talking about me without talking to me first.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my. I guess. I suppose. So, okay, so Mark, what have you been up to lately besides everything else? So what can we do you currently have new episodes of Brown Roots
Um
coming?
so you fans are very disrespectful. You fans, you 1 minute y'all listening and then the next minute y'all stop. So I took a little break. I have done a few episodes. I haven't released them. Um it's it's a bit challenging because um there's some real topics out there, and what I've been wanting to do is I've been wanting to do it with a co-host. That's been the choices to do it with a co-host. Because my opinions are very strong.
Yeah.
and and
You
so
need you need someone that's completely balanced different than you. You
right.
don't need two strong ones. You need someone light on the other end of the stick. Because
Or like
you're very much heavy, sir.
well, I figure I'm the Terrence Howard of my genre. Like I'm thinking of this and I'm like, wow, that connects to that and that connects to that. And when you put them together, it's like so I have my IQ is 132. And so being that smart or being this cognitive of watching Melody suffer from seeing Martell have a relationship with his daughters that she didn't get with her dad. You that's a little bit of jealousy. That's a little bit of jealousy. That
It could
is
be yes, it could be. It could be
it's
yes.
absolutely because even though me and mommy are fighting, daddy still chooses them. You know what I'm saying? It's that moment of clarity that you're looking at and saying, she's mad. She is she's nobody in this world's dick is so good. I got to fight you 4 years after I'm divorced. It is nothing
That's
that
divorce.
good
How long have they been divorced?
since
That,
2020.
are you serious? It's been
Yes,
4 years.
it's been 4 years since they got
You
divorced.
know, it doesn't even seem like it because of the show. The show makes it seem like it's so new still. It don't even seem like it's been 4 years since the divorce.
And that's that
And
what
this is why I'm saying, can we stop talking about their divorce?
we can't
Can we stop? That should be a non-topic. Like that should be
but
a
that's
goal.
you
Not
can't do
to
that.
talk about it at all next season.
But this is the real issue, and this is why I think millimeters are in the space they're in. They're reliving this shit. They wake up every day and the house is empty and the kids aren't here. There and it most of us fall down, get a scrape, we put a band-aid on it, and we watch it heal. This she just sits there and looks at the wound. She's looking, and even
Do you
after it's a
think
wound,
it's
she's looking
because of
at
the
the scar.
show? Do you think she
No,
would be like this without? Do you think she would still react like this if it wasn't? for the show.
In my opinion,
better between them if the show wasn't still on.
In my humble opinion, that word humble, I don't.
It leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah. In my opinion, she was like this before the show. This behavior, this is what led. I have a working theory right now is, do you know how bad a brother got to be scarred to choose to lay with another woman knowing he got to? If you've been in a committed relationship, do you know how bad or wounded or hurt you have to be to say, fuck it? I'm gonna choose this route.
Some men don't have to be that wounded.
No. We're not talking about somebody who lays down and cheats and gets up and goes home. He's not the one we're talking about. I'm talking about the man who literally says, I'm coming back. I'll see you again tomorrow. Let's do lunch. What do you need? You need this. Even that man, you have to be at a level of hurt, disrespect, at a level of complete audacity when you're saying, to hell with the vow I made. So Melody had to be doing, and I'm not saying it was the option should be sex, but I'm saying Melody had to be a hell of a person for him to consider, I'm finna throw this all away over what, because I was on a panel last night and they were like, you could be doing everything for a man and he's still gonna cheat. You could be doing everything, but if you disrespect him, if you're emasculating him, it don't matter what you're doing, you're still not doing the one thing that he's asking you to do. And that one pain is enough. I mean, I know it doesn't sound like it, but if you were getting some good every day, but he was treating you bad, would that good matter?
No,
not at all. And so that's the thing. I was doing this, and I was doing this, and I was treating you like a little boy. All it takes is the treatment like the little boy. Who cares what else you're doing? The treatment like the little boy is what I need. Other women don't treat me like a little boy. So when you say, what does she have that I don't have? She treats me nice. She talks to me nice. She asks for my opinion. She cares about my day, how my day's going. And that's, so do you know how hurt you have to be to allow someone? This is the reason. This is why I'm saying women think men and women cheat for different reasons. We cheat for the same reasons. We just use a different. Men are already past the emotional uplifting, fulfillment, support when they do it. Women are still gauging that. That's why, women cheat for emotional reasons. No, we both cheating for the same reason. We just not telling you ours was you didn't think I had emotions. You were ignoring them so much that when you do, now that it is sexual, you're like, oh, you just didn't know. I built an emotional tie with her. We had fun. We laughed. We talked. She understood me. She told me ways to save it with you. You didn't listen. And then she gave me some. You only looking at the gave me some. You did the exact same thing with a man, with your work husband. You talked to him, you did this, and then he bought you flowers and you gave him some. So the outcome is giving you some, and the prequel is the conversations. She understands me that, well, I was right there. You didn't listen. She took the time and listened. And so if we get past that, so can we get past the show having this? Not until Melody is ready to listen and say, damn, I fucked up.
Do you think that'll ever happen?
Yes. She'll be Van's age, but yes.
I almost thought we had a good moment for us. I almost thought we was gonna have a moment. Fool me once.
Mark James St. Patrick.
Fool me. So it's just so okay. I feel that maybe, I feel that if the show goes away, it would be better between them. I feel she could, because I say this because she may have been what she was before the show, but could you agree that she's a lot more now after the show and with her following and all of that? Of course, she has more support. So I feel that that support leads her to keep fueling this the way that it does, and I
Oh yeah,
just feel that
you'll
if
lose
it
it.
wasn't
You'll
for the
lose it.
show, she wouldn't have the millimeters so much. She would still have them because of her brand and all of that, but the show wouldn't be the show anymore.
No, the show would definitely show without Melody.
Exactly. So I just feel that if she goes, I don't feel that the show serves any purpose for Martell to go. I don't feel the show serves any purpose for just Mel to go. The show was made for both of them. I feel like everyone should stay. At least the core six needs to stay. Anyone else can be replaced or whatever, maybe,
Well,
perhaps.
I think I
But
think I think one I think we do. I think we the fans deserve to see a season without one of the core. I think the next 6 seasons should show how dry and and how dry or fun the show would be without them. Like if Melody left and you imagine that Sunny and everybody Sunny, Stormy, point 1.0 and 2.0 or going off to London or filming in Italy or something. I think to see, or if they came back in the storylines and 1.0 or Stormy was gone. Stormy is every female business superhero in my eyes. I think she has a brand, she has a level of expertise, and she keeps it real to the point where you don't let the money change you. I
mhm,
think I think the new couple, the workout couple, I think they're gonna bring a level of realness to it, but I think it's a homegrown realness. I think
mhm.
it's one of those. We're right from Huntsville, Alabama, and we used to milk the cows in the morning. Let's show you that you too can be a country boy and successful. And I don't, I don't think there's that we haven't seen enough of them. We haven't seen enough of. They haven't they haven't captured our hearts. They came in on drama. They came in on the sideways on the they came in on the left foot. We need them to get on the good foot. And so
Yeah, the way that they came in, I didn't like the whole thing with Letitia and whether she could trust her or not. I mean, it shouldn't even be about that. You making your business something personal already, and I didn't like that. But
who in who in your city do you know like that? Who in your city do you know that you across the town, across town? I don't know if that nail tech likes me.
right, I'm not thinking that. Shit,
Right.
do she do good or do she want this money? That's all I'm concerned about. A business is business. All that other stuff is something different. If you're a businesswoman, if you're an entrepreneur, be about your business. That's all I'm got to say. That's how
Facts.
I feel. That's how I feel. And yeah, whatever it is. So you are watching, so you keep up, and so you watch every. So do you watch? You keep up? Are you watching at all, or you just hear what other people hear?
Well, I'll watch clips. I'll watch clips. I'll I may I haven't watched a full episode
Well, since you
since the reunion. No, the
really
reunion. Yeah. I no, and I and
this past
that,
reunion, you mean you haven't watched none of this season?
no, I didn't watch that season. I'm saying I
Oh wow,
I
it's been
the
that
the,
long.
the thing is I live I a lot of families are we're gonna have lunch every Sunday family. We do our holidays, we do our this, but I don't I don't live in their world, and they don't live in mine. So
Mhm.
it's there's not. they're brothers. They it is like, oh, your brother's on no, my brother, yeah, he's on TV. To me, it's a job. So and it's, I'm glad that they're doing what they're doing, but it's not what I'm doing. And because yeah, so it's I don't watch. I mean, I don't watch because then I become a fan of edited reality, and that's not what I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of reality. So I that's why I cut through some of the conversation that is being had. That's why I can say, well, we can see your brother's cheating. Well, if you can see my brother's cheating and his wife can't, maybe you should have married him, and maybe you should be the one over there reaping the benefits of a cheater. Like I don't know what to tell you. If he's cheating and she's sticking around, maybe she's cheating with him. Maybe they're having threesomes. Maybe this is just a rumor.
What you put out there, Mike.
Right, but I'm saying whatever cheating, non-cheating, marital issue that they have going on, it's been going on for 17 years, and it's going to continue to go on until we see them fall apart or pass away. So whatever's working, and I'll tell anybody, whatever they're doing works for them. Tisha likes the way Marcel leads. Marcel likes the way Tisha follows. Kimmy, these women are very, very, very capable of going down to the courthouse and filing for divorce if they don't want what they're getting. Maurice and Marcel are very capable of going down to the courthouse to file for divorce if they don't like it. So seeing that these two people or four people haven't done that, would I do mine like that? Maybe in certain aspects, but it's not for me to judge whether they're getting it right. I think it was, I don't know who said it first, but what you eat don't make me shit. So
I ain't heard that in a minute, but yeah,
I stick to the script on that.
That's a good one. Yes, that is so true. That is true. That is true. So by it being the weekend, of course, I gotta ask you: will Maurice be home before Monday?
I'm not even in the same city.
Have you talked to anyone, Kimmy? Anyone? Is he good?
What happened to Maurice?
It's going on. Saying that he had a DUI.
Maurice, my brother, had a DUI.
I'm not about to play with you, Mark.
That's news to me.
I'm not about to play with you.
Who said Maurice had a DUI?
It's all over the place.
Guess who doesn't know? Oh, girl,
you don't play with me, Mark.
If Maurice had a DUI,
everyone's talking about it. That's why I wasn't even sure if you were going to be here, because I figured you might have been helping him out or something.
Helping him do what?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, your family. Somebody get locked up or something. You go to your family.
When you get a DUI,
look, I ain't had one. I don't know, but if someone got one, I'm gonna be there.
I've had a DUI. When you get a DUI, the most you get.
And it's the weekend, and it's the holiday, so I didn't know if you were already with the family or what. I don't know if y'all celebrated or what. So
I don't know that he has a DUI. That's one. Number two, if you get a DUI, they just hold you for 24 hours or until you sober up, and then you could get arraigned. I mean, it's not. It's a traffic violation. It's not a criminal violation. People got to start learning the law. I mean, I had a DUI. I blew a 2.1 when I went in. And they had to keep me until I sobered up, and then they released me, and I had to come back to court.
Yeah, because don't they call it the tank, like the drunk tank or something like that?
Yeah, that's it. They just hold. Yeah, I don't know where. I haven't heard it. And again, we learn more about ourselves from the
Look, I just sent it to you because I don't want to put it on thing, but I just sent it to you. Well, everyone else is, but I don't want to be the one to do it like that. But yeah, I'm like, okay, what the hell? And everyone's talking about it like earlier today. So I'm like, okay. So I figured that's probably where you were, and that's why you didn't look. I'm like, well,
I don't
maybe
know.
he's chilling with the family and he's with them and doing whatever, taking care of that. Well, maybe you want to call and check up on something. I don't know. Now that you know, if you didn't know.
No, he's out. He's home. I mean, his bail is $5,000 more. And I mean, basically, this happened this morning. No, this happened this to
Yeah,
this
today
happened.
is the 25th.
Yeah, this happened. This happened. Yeah, I think this is gonna be. I don't know. This is the season of everybody goes to jail. Let's see if we can, because this is almost immediately. You know what I'm saying?
That's
This
what
is
I'm like. Why is what the hell?
yeah.
I was like, Marie's got the party started early for Memorial Day.
Yeah,
That's all I thought was he don't got it started early.
yeah. See
But
this
then
right
I
here.
saw another blog saying that he was chilling with that Funky Dineva was there and he was partying with Funky Dineva because I guess Funky Dineva was supposed to have been going down there also because he had talked about how he was supposed to have been going and all of that stuff. I did so I don't know if he was chilling with them or not, but yeah.
Wait a second. What this is? What is today?
Today's the
Today.
25th.
Okay, because he was. This is what I'm saying. Will he be home Monday? This happened. So they were at Funky Dineva's last night. I mean, Funky Dineva was in at the at Black last night. So this, I don't know. I because if you think about it, Martell done got arrested. Uh they brought Destiny in on some crap.
Yeah, they got everybody mugshot plastered. They had Stories, they had Marceau's, they had Tisha's. Someone had a whole entire.
What did Marceau do?
I don't know what they had.
Did he do it this
they
year?
had Marceau and Tisha's right next to each other, and Stormy's was under that. Then they had Martell's above. It was a whole shrine somewhere. I'm like, what is going on? But yeah.
I listen, I'd have they're regular motherfuckers. Like,
And that's what I said on my thing. I was like, people go to jail, y'all. It happens. We black. We going to jail. Shit.
You know, do you know who does this the worst? But listen, I can say this officially right now. We can make this the slow. White people ain't doing this to us no more. White people ain't tearing us down. White racism ain't holding us back. Mr. Charlie ain't not. This is you ninjas are holding other ninjas. This right here, the fact that you would even want this out there. Here's the other thing. Here's going to be the unpopular thing. Maurice's kids are grown. Maurice's kids are grown. Hey y'all, this is what y'all don't do. I got a DUI in 2019. Here's what happened. I went to a party, Christmas party. I was driving and the cop pulled me over and said, did you see me there? You almost hit me. I said, well, there's no tickets for almost. And he pulled me out the car.
Why would you say that? You smart motherfucker. Okay.
Oh, this is all that happens. You do a program. You do a program. You lose your license for, I mean, in my state, you lose your license for a year. And you do community service and you pay restitution. I think I paid I did a class. I did a 30-day class on alcohol awareness. I did a $1,700 in fines, and I was driving every day, so I didn't really quite wait. I mean, I had to get it reinstated, but I didn't. So I mean, when it becomes really important is if you get a second or a third DUI. A first DUI is really I mean, it's, let me say this, not to be insensitive, because people have, you know, been injured tragically from people with DUI, but oftentimes your DUI, you know, is the first one is either you're not, like Maurice, this right here is, the dude is in his 40s and this is his first DUI. This is, I mean, I'm sure he has other speeding tickets or traffic tickets, but this is would be his first biggest, you know, ticket. So it's not like he's, you know, he's a lawyer, so there's other things he can do to help get out of this. You know, was the breathalyzer there? Did the, you know, was he driving? Was he in a parked car? Was he on the, I mean, so it's a lot of things that can go, but at the end of the day, he's a human being, and human beings deserve to have human experiences without them being catastrophized. This man, it ain't like we filed no child corn on him, or, you know, we just, you know, found out that he was pulled over and had a bloody axe in the back of the car. You know, that would be, you know, DUI turned criminal investigation. But this is a man who was enjoying himself, and he enjoyed himself either a little bit too much, or he was being harassed by the police and they found him right at a good time.
Mm. That
So,
is true. It go either way.
you're right.
Oh, and I'm glad that you are informed and know all this whole time you didn't even know. And I'm just thinking, I just knew you. That's what you were helping talk about or deal with and stuff. I'm like, wow.
We are, the funny thing is, we are grown men, and as grown men, we are all doing our own. We're he's got his own family, his wife. He's got a business to run. He is, you know, and I just read the comment.
And plus, I figured you would have been around because I know if y'all were celebrating the holiday weekend together or not with the family, so I didn't know how. So I just thought.
BB said drunk driving is reckless and no excuse will be tolerated. Yep, you're right. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. Everybody drives sleepy. People drive on perk. People drive angry. People drive all of these other things. See, this is what I'm saying. You can't have a life because it won't be tolerated. He's free. Guess who was driving and drinking scotch today? Me. Now, since it won't be tolerated, and this is video evidence, do something about it.
You can't. I don't think BB was saying it like that. Relax. BB just saying.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying there's nothing you could do about people. Do you know how many other drunk people? 1 in every 3 drivers is drunk or has been drinking. 1 in every 3. That's 1 in every 5 drivers is impaired. Whether it be medication.
I'll be an impaired motherfucker. That I do.
Right. People
high as hell.
High as a kite. I mean, I've driven to get the Coke. I've tasted it, and then I drove home. So you know I was high. I'm just saying, the first time I ever, God's honest truth, first time I ever did Coke, me and my cousin were in Texas, and this guy came up to our table and he said, "You want some Coke?" I was like, "How do I know that's Coke?" And I took my finger. I was being Miami Vice. I took it and I rubbed it in my gums. I was like, "Oh, this is nasty. This ain't Coke."
What does that even do? Anyway, what does the rubbing do? What's supposed to to happen for one to know that this is, in fact, white girl? How?
Because your gums are getting numb. Your gums are getting numb. Is it okay? It is
Why am I
the
asking this?
because I'll teach. Let me teach you real quick. Let me teach you real. It is white girl is the ski taking a ski trip is like literally going straight to the high where smoking gets you. It's like within minutes you're like not even minutes within seconds you're all the way um uh so I that was it. That's what happened. You know, so I did it. 2 hours later I would, or an hour later, I'm driving home and I'm driving like, I was like, yup, that must have been it. So that's the thing, BB. And the thing is this, I've seen someone,
Oh, BB, I'm sorry to hear that, girl.
you know what? I've been on both sides. I've seen people lose their lives. One of my best friends in the Marine Corps lost his life because he was driving under the influence. And a girl I dated did prison times because she was driving under the influence, went through the median and hit somebody and killed them. So I understand the magnitude of it. I understand the magnitude or how grand it can be. I understand how grand it can be. But every incident, I think the crime has to fit the punishment, or the disapproval has to fit the level of it. What I'm saying is this man was doing something wrong and somebody said something to him. I have felonies. And so having felonies, I think one of the parts of being an advocate is you do something wrong, you do what you have to do to get through it, and then life or citizens want to drag it out for you for the rest of your life. So in reality, this teaches two things. One, there's no such thing as, if you do the crime, you do your time. You're always going to do your time. And two, it says there's no such thing as forgiveness or repentance or being made whole. So the thing is, and that's what I'm saying. Martell cheated. Let's let him be whole. He's done. Mel is narcissistic. Let's let that be done. At what point, and this is what I think we're looking through the lenses of fans, is at what point does cheating on somebody for years that they've known you cheating on, when does that become a whole show? Do you know everybody in the world deserves to be on reality now? Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton could be on reality show because of it.
Mm-hmm.
That drug out for like 3 months, and then Donald Trump grabbed a woman by the cat, and that only lasted a few months. I mean, God, dog, we have real life celebrity, real life important people, and it lasts 3 months. This person is a nobody from Nobodyville doing nobody shit, and everybody wants to talk about this nobody. When can we move on?
Yeah, that's the thing. We're all tired of it, and I'm trying to figure out as a fan of the show who supports and all. Yeah, I'm tired of it, but yet I'm still trying to watch and support the show at the same time. You got people talking about who want to do blackouts and all that type of shit, and I'm just like, ain't nobody blacking out this show that.
Black people
watching to talk about it, and then I just learned that the point of the blackout is not because y'all ain't watching it. Y'all watching it on other places. Y'all just ain't watching it when it premieres. I'm really trying to understand what they're trying to do with the blackout.
They were trying to hurt the ratings to get the show canceled, and the problem is, okay, attention, Black people. This is a public service announcement. You didn't black out McDonald's. You didn't black out Coke. You didn't black out BP. You didn't black out Shell when they were committing apartheid in South Africa. You're not gonna do shit. End of the public service announcement. People, the thing is this: they don't stick. You're not gonna stick together. You're not gonna stick together. We didn't stick together with Diddy. We don't stick together with Chris Brown. We don't stick together with Condoleezza Rice or Candace Owen, we don't stick together. We don't even stick together on Black Lives Matter. So how in the hell are y'all gonna black out anything? This is how they black out. Oh Lord. I ain't watching this show.
But that's the thing, they're just watching it other places. Like, do you know how to watch it without watching it? I'm like, wait a minute. I thought a blackout was a blackout. To me, a blackout is not talking about it, not watching it, not giving it nothing. But just to not watch it, that ain't really doing nothing. People are still going to watch it. I'm sorry. But I want to know this. How do you feel about, because just jumping in real quick, do you feel that Carlos jumps back and forth between Mel and Martell? And I say this because not too long ago, Carlos was just doing a campaign with Martell on Dish Nation, going this, and that. And now here we are, he's having a whole tour and he's making Mel his first guest. And I feel that it's just an in-between. So how do you feel about that? Or what is your perspective on that we don't see or know?
Absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So if anybody knows me, I'm an avid fan of reading. I'm not quite a 3,500 books a year kind of guy yet, but we can all aspire.
We can all aspire.
I'm in the 50s. I try to get to the hundreds. I try to read a book a week. And in one of the books I read, it is the 48 Laws of Power. And the 48 Laws of Power, one of the laws is to accept to have enemies. Because enemies are just as good advertisement as fans. And so that's the thing. If your enemies are talking about you, they're giving you free advertisement.
That's true.
And if your fans are talking about you, you're getting free advertisement. So I think Carlos is playing a wonderful, beautiful game by staying in the middle. We forget the when you think of the I don't know none of the motherfuckers on the shows. Nini's, Kiki's, Reese's, TT's, whoever they are. When you think of them, you forget the producers behind it. You forget you when you think of you think of Star Wars, you think of the trilogies, and the one thing about Envelopians as opposed to Ethiopians, Envelopians we think of producer then show, and as Ethiopians we think about show then producer. So I think to get his name out there, to stay relevant and to have his name buzzing, I think that is the Lee Daniels way of getting notary. And so I think and matter of fact, Tyler Perry is the one who I think is showing the blueprint on it. It's Tyler Perry's Medea. It's not just Medea, it's Tyler Perry. So you have to associate the producer with the show. So I think that Carlos is doing a beautiful job staying in the middle, staying relevant, doing things. People say he's being messy. Listen, it was Dr. King who said, if you're going to take out the trash, be the best damn garbage man you could ever be. True. If he gonna be the king of messy, be the best goddamn messiest mother sucker you could be.
But is he still in the middle? Because according to how he has went off talking about how he didn't like the way Martell came for him on the very first and second. I know you don't watch it, but on the first and second episode of the season, Carlos, had his tour with Mel, and he talks about how Martell called him out about the whole flower situation in that scene, and how Carlos told him to bring the flowers, and Carlos totally denied that and all of that stuff. And it sounded like he was kind of, throwing Martell under the bus in that episode. Is he still in the middle?
He is. Well, because, okay. So when you have to placate someone, when you have to appease the person, then I'm going to, like, over here, we don't talk about certain people. We don't mention their names over here. Do I fucks with them? Oh, I fucks with them heavy. But when we don't, just to make sure that I respect the boundaries that are set here, then I'm going to do that. And but when you over here, I mean, I don't think he dislikes him. I don't think there's a negative, you know, situation around him. I just think that it's easy. It's easier for
And
people.
I just want to say I've grown, so I'm no longer I've grown as a blogger. You can say people's names. I don't give a fuck no more. If I just don't fuck with them, I just don't fuck with them. And I don't
Right.
gotta do that. I
Look
don't
at
care.
that
You can give them
face.
all the praise you want. I'm no hater.
Look at, ooh, geez, shameless plug. Um, no, I think that um I think the thing is, it's easy for people like us to understand both sides. I'd say I think Carlos has that vantage point where he can see the hurt of Melody and Martell. And right now it seems more that he can he it maybe he maybe he went through something and it makes him that seen that way. Maybe it gets his brand up and gets his money better. I don't think Carlos has a dog in the fight, because at the end of the day, is as if Melody pops or Martell pops, he's popping. As long as if Marceau pops, if I mean the thing is, I think those two are more free agents now because they're divorced and they're doing stuff. I think they have more time. I think Martell, I think he would do a tour with Marceau, but Marceau doesn't have the time to do a tour. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just you pump up one and you control the narrative, control the purse, control the power.
That's what's up. So, what is one thing out of this whole entire year that has nothing to do with Love and Marriage Huntsville? What is one thing that's in this entire year, public news wise, that has shocked you the most?
Um, I think it would. I don't. The funny thing is, I don't think none of this is shocking. Nothing, nothing is.
You're right, nothing is shocking. But what's
Yeah.
okay? What stood out to
Oh,
you the most?
probably OJ Simpson dying.
You know what? I really didn't see that. And do you really think? Okay, so they say. Do you feel that he actually did have his kids and those around him sign him an NDA? And do you think they told him what really happened?
I don't. The thing is, I don't think OJ ever did it. I really don't think he did it. He may have had knowledge of it. He may have been uh he may have been harassing. He may have been, all of these other things. I just don't see him as that type the type of person who his demeanor afterwards didn't never change. You know what I'm saying? He never he never became this distraught person who was angry with the world. Not, at least not that I could see. I think that
Totally
the,
agree. Yeah.
the other part to the world is OJ Simpson was the favorite of the world. He was the first. He
Mhm.
was he was the first token that we could recognize at our age. Them
Yeah.
isotone gloves, uh, OJ the Juice. We didn't really get to watch him play football because he kind of retired as we were being born. But I think him being a staple, going from that to OJ the life taker is a different thing. So I think that may weigh on, but I don't think he actually became that person. So I think he did it. Um I don't think he I don't think he I think he told the story. I think he really told the story. Is there But I don't think you have to have an NDA. I think as a family, There's things I won't tell about my family that actually absolutely happen. And it's not because I need to protect them. It's none of y'all goddamn
No,
business.
it's your family.
Well, even if it was, I mean, I've got friends like that. This is why I'm not on the show, because you're gonna ask me to reveal some of my reality, and this is why I was so upset with the whole van situation. It's none of your business. That's some things you should say that are none of your business, ma'am. Karen, none of your business. This right here is none of your business. Now go back to sitting down. I think, I think, I think, I think we want to be relevant so bad that we will put all our business out. You know what? Wait a second. Hold up. Let me pop a bubble. I got an emotional zit that I want to pop right here.
Oh,
How do you
goodness.
make a goddamn song called Nobody's Business while you're out here telling everybody the goddamn business? How how do you make a dry ass now listen, a dry ass song about the baby ain't yours. I wish the baby had a different father. You didn't say nothing about the mother goddamn kids, but you gonna mention that one. Then you know them are things. And then you making dance videos. Got Tank looking out here look like an old ass man. Tank looked like he was 92 in that dance. And the other dude been cheating with her a long time. That nigga couldn't. She said, "Don't you look in that camera. They better not see your face." She edited the clip all the way down to where he was looking at the water hole. She told him to go stand in the corner on stage, and he stood there with his back to the goddamn, and there goes little sugar mama, bless her heart. She was doing the whole church step. She was trying. What is we? What is y'all doing? This ain't. She wanted to twerk. Not in a bad way. She wanted to get loose. She was like, "This is the
She was
driest song."
ready for it. She was ready
She
for
was
it.
ready. And she was like, "This ain't the dance we practice.
She
I want to get up here and do some real dance." What the hell?
you said, "I'll show you what it
She
do."
saw Tank. She was like, "Come here, boy. Let me put something on your knees." You
Your
look still.
ass, your
All right.
ass uneven.
You she done nobody's business in a laundromat, in a grocery store, and in a bathtub. Like, this motherfucker got so many remix videos to the same dry. She got in the tub.
Challenge. It's a TikTok challenge.
Listen, she took that goddamn wig into that tub, and she got them bubbles up to the wig, and you can see the wig. Look, the wig was trying to stay out the dry. It was like, "Don't get me wet." I think that wig, that was one of her only live wigs. That motherfucker was. She grabbed that glass of water and her hand was just as dry as the goddamn. How you in the tub with a dry ass song? This goddamn, this song is so. And nobody being in.
She needed a fan.
She's in the grocery. What fucking grocery store would play some stupid ass nobody's business? Like, how did you make it? You dropped it, and the radio station got it the next goddamn day. The radio station ain't played it. You in a grocery store, and they put it on for their customers. They customers wanted to hear them shopping in nobody's business. What in the
Maybe
raggedy
they like it, Mark. Maybe somebody like that shit.
Yes. AI grocery store. Nobody else in the motherfucking grocery store shopping with you. You in a grocery store shopping by you, and you bought all them kids all that sugar. These motherfuckers don't know what the fuck to do. They got diabetes tonight. Tonight only. She got Oreos. She got nut butters. She grabbed some Sour Patch Kids. And she better hurry up and erase that video for brand infringement. Get her with that whack ass. Like, nah, you know what? We don't want to be associated with this.
Let her do her thing. Everybody else getting flagged and everything for talking about the show and can't show a clip.
No, wait, nope. Hold up. They're not that's not that's not fair to say.
Okay, I don't even talk bad about the show, and my video got flagged. I don't need, and I don't do nothing. I ain't say nothing ill will about nobody. You know,
So
I know.
it's not okay. So there are particular videos that pass bad information, and so the way I went at Empress was one, when she did it, I wasn't on the TV at the time, so that was that. Two, even though, and this is one of the things that this is one of the gray areas. I think a lot of bloggers came on to do it and they was just doing it. But y'all, not you in particular, a lot of us need to go through and read those laws, read the guidelines, because it's not just freedom of speech. Even if you say allegedly, you can still be, stricken because it's it's misinformation. And I think the part of it is, I think the even though it comes from good reliable sources. So somebody said I was a clout chaser, and they put that out there, and that all came from a text message from Melody, and I got the text message. And so I think the problem is that when people put information out there, even though the sources seem reliable and credible, like I didn't know that Mo went to jail. I mean, or got a DUI. I would have never. There's no information that I go looking for to see this. I don't wake up in the morning and say what's going on with them. So that's the thing. So I guess that's the issue with the information of getting stricken is, where does the information come from? How credible is this information? And is this appropriate information? And so I don't think people are doing it maliciously to strike people's record. I think the problem is, you want to push a narrative, you want to push a story. One of the things I had her stricken for is she said that I touched little girls. Now, ma'am, let me help you out with that. I have two little girls, and that's not even a thing you can say, whether jokingly or unjokingly. You can't even say, you can't. And so that's what I'm saying. I think a part of what they do and some of the stuff they say is, Maurice, you can say, I think Maurice doesn't like women. You can't say Maurice hates women. The vocabulary is different there. And so the problem is, I think in the rage of passion or whatever, you say something and it becomes something. But if you say that's why I say, in my opinion, how I believe, this is how I feel. I don't know if it's actually, there are certain things I know that are factual, and I'll put them out there that are factual, because the other part is, you have to have knowledge of, you have to have not secondhand knowledge. You have to have firsthand knowledge of certain events. And so if I put it out there, that's the other thing is, oh, you just bashing her. You don't know. I actually know the truth. I know the truth. I know a lot of the truth. I know so much truth that you probably don't want to say my name. That's what you don't want to do. So when you say that I'm suffering with demons, you might want to realize I'm not suffering. I am the demon.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. And we do not want to poke the demon. We do not want to step into the lion's den. No, we do not.
Some people may want to be bitten.
Some people like that shit. Some people like that shit. Some people get off on that shit. Some do.
So maybe we have a lot of masochist bloggers who just like the pain.
Hey, it's highly possible.
I'm there for you.
You know what? Don't be there for them. Don't do that. Don't be that. Don't be that Mark. Let's not it be you. Let's not it be you.
You can call on me anytime, and I'll help you.
I'm gonna need you to make a commercial ad for that. I'm gonna need you to make a commercial ad with that voice.
I'll be there for you.
Exactly.
I'll be
And
there.
do it.
Late in the blog night hour, I'll be there. You just mentioned
See what I'm saying? I think they like to go toe to toe with you because they know that you will bite the worm. You are the fish that will grab the worm. No, you are the fish that will grab the worm. They could
it.
be bored and be like, "Oh, let me go ahead and say something to Mark. I know he about ready because he stay
You, do you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
ready." What?
They're actually my fish. They're actually my fish.
Lord,
You listen, right? See, the greatest trick the devil ever presented is that he didn't exist. So when I put something out there on my page, probably has 3,800 likes or followers or whatever. So in my 3,800 likes, I know at least 50 people who are blocked from seeing me. Like I banned them from seeing my page. So with those 50 people being banned, I know you created something else so that you could come sit here, which means you are waiting for me to throw something in the net for you to go talk about. So
yeah,
how? So who's really doing the fishing? 48
true,
laws of
true.
48 laws of power. You gotta read it. It is amazing. You know
I have
what?
a copy of it.
You listen. One of the I think it was Barnum and Bailey brothers. They used to go around doing bad acts. They used to go around doing bad, performances on purpose.
Purpose?
On purpose.
Why?
Because people would be like, this is a bad act. I want to see what they're looking at. I want to see what other people think is worth $10. And when they get in there and they see the good act. And so the thing was, you get all of this. I do all of this so people can listen to the Brown Roots podcast.
Facts.
I'm going to put one thing for every one thing I put bad about these two. There are 4 other commentators or content creators who either back up the story or tell you how to get through the same storyline. So you come over here for this, and now there's a content creator saying, women, hey, y'all need to listen to the men. Y'all need to do. And you're like, oh shit, you got me.
Oh fuck it, you got me.
You got me. You got me. I don't like MJ. Well, have a one-on-one with me. Oh man, I didn't see it from that perspective. And that's the problem. The problem with what Melody is doing is she is telling the reason why the Scots and Destiny got cool, the reason why Chris and the Scots got cool, the reason why people get cool is because you put out a narrative. And then by the time they actually sit down with the people, they realize, wow, everybody ain't as dumb as they look. Everybody ain't as naive. We can be friends, we can be cordial, and I can still say, you know what? I see you in the wrong. The whole sit down with Kimmy, Tisha, and Melody when she said, I think Destiny's doing this. Girl, shut up. You probably doing LeBaron.
That I've been seeing that narrative out there and
I'm,
saying
I'm
that.
I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it
No,
out
but
there.
I've seen it out there. It's
Yeah.
out there. I've
Yeah.
seen it.
Destiny has said that she's tried to FaceTime and she was in the background. What did you was in the background of my ex's house for?
What?
Go look at the interview.
Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ.
He,
My goodness. I cannot. See, this is that. See, this is shit I'm talking about right here. I just watched the show. That's all I can do because I don't know what the fuck I'm really seeing anymore. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not about to pretend I know what the fuck is going on either. I'm gonna watch this show. I'm gonna say what I got to say about the shit I watched in this show, and I'm gonna take my happy ass to bed.
Okay, what level rating would you rate this show? Like, is it A level, B level, C level, maybe about CD level, right? As far as TV production.
Yeah, at this point.
How much more fake is reality when you watch the news or the presidential speeches, or when you watch
I mean, anything on that is entertainment, period.
Anything that when these people come out here and they're, the State of the Union, how much of that reality are they not showing us?
Oh my God, so much. They don't alter the reality to make it a whole new reality. We don't see none of the real reality. That's why we so fucked up and think we know something when we sound stupid.
And that's how I perceive this whole TV show. Is that they have they have copied this and put this on our level. They put on the TV show Melody saying, well, Martell didn't call me after he got out of jail. Bitch, I've been divorced 4 years. Why would he call you? Why would you be the person to get a call when he gets out of? Why in the world? Why would his mama call you? Why would anybody in the world want to call him? Call you?
So when she said that, she wasn't speaking of the fact of because of the kids.
Why would they?
Because I thought that's how she meant it. Because
wow,
he had kids when he got
But if I got the kids, why do I need to call you?
Because if he locked up, then that means he don't got the kids.
But I got the kids this week. So here's the thing. If I got the kids on my weekend and I don't got no money, should I call you and tell you I ain't got no money to feed the kids? Or should I find a way?
I would hope that you would, because I ain't gonna let my kids go hungry.
But guess who's not either? I'm not either. So I'm gonna call whoever. I'm gonna call whoever I gotta call to make sure the kids get fed. I'll call my mom. I'll call.
But in this instance, I would see why she would want your kid. It's your kids though.
I'm taking care of the kids, and so that's the problem. As mothers, we forget that I'm a capable, able parent. So here's the thing.
But even if she were to get locked up, I would think she would call him.
Why?
Why not?
You're locked up. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It's your weekend with
our kids.
So she has a whole system to help take care of the kids, right?
So you don't think even the fact of it was his time with kids, he got locked up. You don't feel even the fact that Mel should have been, notified, like, okay, yeah, who has my kids now? Since I know my no, a mother bear is going to want to know where her kids are.
So we exclude father bears. Got it.
No, because I just said if it was Mel, I would want her to call him.
Why if one of the kids get locked up, that's a fair statement. If you as an adult get into an adult situation, why do I get the kids if I don't have the I think that's the thing that we got to look at. When it's my time to have my daughter, if I get in an accident, I have the things in place to take care of my daughter. I don't need you. That is why we're co-parenting. Now, if your daughter gets into an accident, that's something you need to be informed of. If something happens with your child, if something happens with my grown ass life, I'm gonna be the grown ass man and I'm gonna take care of that grown thing. And the kids are gonna, first of all, I'm gonna get the kids far away, removed from them, and then I don't need to come, oh, your daddy in jail. No. Hey, y'all go with granny. Dad'll be home later.
I mean, if that's the case, yeah. If it was just that home later thing, then yeah. So how long was he? It was just a few hours, right?
Right, but even though, here's the thing: if he had to go
in that instance, yeah, I do.
So let me ask you a question. If he had to go to work while he had the kids, who should he call?
No, in that case, yeah. If you're speaking about just that little bit of a time, then yeah, I
But if
do
he
get
would,
it.
I'm saying, if he had to go to work, if something happened on one of his job sites and he had to be there, somebody vandalized one of his job sites and he got to go be there. Does he need to call her and say, "Hey, I got to go deal with something"?
She
Or
would be the
does
one I would reach out. She's the other parent.
no? So if I'm at work, so if he's at work, if Martell's at home with the kids and he's doing his thing, and somebody calls him about vandalism at his one of his project sites, he
Okay.
should call mail and say, "Hey, I'm leaving the kids with this person, so I can go handle work." No, he would do
No,
the
he could just go leave him and handle it. But that's the case I was trying to make. Since it was just in fact that little bit of a time, then yeah, I do understand that he
what if
didn't
he had
need
to
to
go
call
for
him. That was
but what
it.
if he had to go
But
for a day?
had it been longer, of course, then yeah.
Why?
But if
The
it's
reason why I'm
just
saying it,
simple of I would get, look. I ain't
what I'm
nobody's
saying is,
parent, but I know I will
right,
know
but
what the fuck mine is.
and I guess the reason why I'm saying this is because during my time anything can happen, and I can call in a babysitter, I could call in my mom, I could call in my family to help me. I don't need to
Okay,
call
okay.
you.
So let me play devil's out here real quick. Could that be the same case with Belle though? When Martell made the assumption of all of these babysitters, if that is her time with them, and she decides a little bit of babysitter, couldn't that be the same?
I,
That's the same
and,
conversation.
I and that we and he I think he understood that. What I think the point was, if you're going to be gone that many times and that much, let me take them. If yours is just to go run around and do work, then I'd rather have the kids. If you have an emergency and you do that, then that's cool. And I think it's one of the things is where is do it if necessary, not do it as a means of I got the kids, y'all go stay with granny on my time. If you are not going to actively engage with the kids yourself directly, then let me have them. I think that's the understanding he was trying to get out. The other thing is the amount of times, if every time they with you, you getting a babysitter, then they don't need to be with you. They could be with me. So I think that. So here's the here's the thing. If so the thing is like this, if I have child support issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I call her mother and tell her I can't do it, or do I do whatever it takes to get my child this child support?
The second one, B.
Hey Van, I got this payment coming up.
Ah.
See, when you're the mother bear, when it's the mother bear on the other end, you don't care what happens. Get me mine.
You just had to use that example, and that wasn't fair.
That's what happened in life. That's what life did at the moment. I had a situation and it was no way I could call you and say, "Hey, I don't got." That's not what you want to. And when it's my weekend, you don't want to hear, "Oh, I can't do it." No, buddy, you planned all this time. You got to do your part. You when women say we are co-parenting and you have to do your part, they mean whatever you got to do by hook or crook, get it done. I did my part. It just so happened to be with somebody. Now you should have never done that unless you're the woman who needs to receive that check. If you're the woman that needs to receive that check, like, buddy, I don't care if you shake it like it's hot. Get me mine. See?
Yeah, I mean, that makes I get what you're saying, yes, but it's just I don't know a parent respect type of thing. It's just a fact of you should be worried
Why?
about your kids. So if she is worried, would it have been so? So would it have wrong for her to reach out?
What? She didn't even know. So if that's the case, you got to worry every day. You got to worry.
She knows. I mean, reach out when she found out.
Right by the time she found out he was already home. No, I'm good. I got the. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be 100%. You didn't listen to me when we were married. Now all of a sudden you care and listening and concerned.
Yeah. So do you think he went too far by triggering her with the text message in the picture?
Here's the problem. Here is the real God's honest problem. He didn't share the picture public. He can share the picture to her. So that's not triggering. She knows what she did in the picture. Facts. The statements behind the picture that are also alleged to go with the picture is stop bullying me. You act like you're a goody two shoe and you're not. So to just isolate all of the rest of it is literally what everybody says. She hides her, throws the stone and hides her hand. If she really cared, if she really was concerned, she could have changed her god doggone number. She could have blocked him. She could have done anything. Here's the problem. Here is the real problem that I believe is the real problem. I believe that unfortunately she plays a I'm open, we can discuss anything game. And then when it gets heavy, she uses that ammunition against him.
I remember
And
you had made a post on that.
and that's the problem. You can't tell somebody open up, share with me, and then when you don't like what they're saying, you go and get my nose looks extra shiny. I look like I'm okay. I, I just I looked up. I was like, is that lightning? No, that's my nose. I need some. See, this is why men. I think this is why men wear makeup on camera because it's like I need some concealer. This shit is getting.
Yeah,
I'm
it do. I get it now. I get it now. I
right.
get it. Yeah, because
I'm
sometimes that light don't be
feeling
shining
greasy than a mug. Looking
right. That light don't be shining right sometimes. It
right.
do.
I'm over here like I'm not hot. This look like I'm starting to glisten.
Looking at your page right now, and I'm looking at Miss Van twice. Did you do the same post twice by accident? Hold on.
No,
The
no,
new Mrs. Scott, and then you're. I guess I'll settle down. Oh God, you did write it twice. Mark, why are you like this?
it's,
Why are you like this?
but is kind of her picture.
Is there a world where we call truce at any point?
It is. I'm at truce.
Mark,
This is okay. Here's a question. When is a joke? When is it not funny? When is it a joke done? When do you when is a joke? Knock knock.
who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's there? What are you doing?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's here? What's the point?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Yes.
That's the point. It's a joke, and you use the joke and tell the joke. There's no point where a joke is not funny. So if you are taking it serious, that if people took it seriously, that I want to be in a stop bullying me or I'm going to get you. No, that's not what he said. That's not. See, Melody said it was again. It's the context. Melody, he never said, I'm going to get you for revenge porn. What he said was, here
I'm gonna do to you what you did to me. Something along those lines.
He said, I'm gonna put your business out there, i.e. the lighter fluid. He didn't say I'm going to put you out there for porn. She put it out there. She did that. That's what I'm saying. She took the narrative and made this is what happened. She Melody, the dude,
yeah, damn true.
Right. That she needs a man. She Right. The problem is she put the narrative out there that he was coming for her so people would discredit whatever he put out there. She put it out there that he's going to try to revenge porn me. So that when we see the lighter fluid and the baseball bat and all the clips of her being angry and stuff, that we would actually not tune into it.
Actually, she didn't. It was the other girl who put it out there. Mel went to the police after she heard what that lady said.
She did not. It
Right.
was
Who's the other girl? Who's the talking
Ariane.
about? Oh, girl.
Ariane said that she had seen it and they had thought about setting it up. And this, first of all, y'all got to.
But had Ariane seen it, and if that's the case, if she did, wouldn't that be putting Martell in the wrong for showing someone, or no?
Martell was in a relationship with both of them. So this is bedroom chatter happening, and then we break up and we discuss real life events. So it's not like he came to her. This was the time he's talking about.
He's saying that Ariane. She said the lady who moved to Hunter after she befriended Ariane. Oh, that girl. I forget about her.
Yeah, but that right there is again, that's the parties after. This is conversation that me and you have a conversation and you go have another conversation. It's not like him saying, this is what it's like, here's this. Somebody says, Mark, do you have pictures of you and Van? I have always said, if I do, you guys will never know. The point is that me and her know. And so you say, oh, whatever video Mark puts out there is he's trying to get Van back. They had the nerve to say that I was trying to get at Melody and Martell by going after Van. I don't have to
remember that. Yeah.
I don't have to get to Melody or Martell. I can touch them. My grasp is, I don't have to. I am not the kind of person who takes out the pawns first. I'd like to get the most important pieces first. I'll capture the queen first. And what I mean by capture the queen, let me put this, I mean in the game of chess, the queen is a powerful, and so you capture that queen. That's what it's called. It's called capturing. So there's no way I want to go. But if I want to go and talk to Melody, I'll go and talk to Melody. If I want to approach Martell, I'll approach Martell. I don't sidestep nobody. I'm not going to go after. I went after Van for what Van did. I talk about Melody for what Melody did. Melody talked about seeing me in court. I never once received an inkling of a document. So I am a direct person. If you say something to me, challenge accepted. Mark, you can't run through a brick wall. Let me see. Let me find out. I'll come back and be like, you know what, you're right. I couldn't. But we're not going to not find out.
You going to fuck around and find out.
We are.
Every time you going to fuck around.
Right. And so I'm only upset with Melody because, one, everything that happens to you ain't the internet's business. It literally ain't. It ain't the internet's business. I mean, she needs therapy. I mean, and getting people, I'm coming to realization about the toxicity of weaponizing false encouragement. And these women are, oh girl, you looking right, you doing right. Your hair looks a mess.
Okay, I like the short hair. Short hair. You don't like the short hair?
No, I absolutely love it because that's as long as it's gonna get when it's natural.
Jesus.
Listen, let's not. There are some people who have a problem with hair. There are people who have alopecia. There are people who bald, who thin early. There are a lot of, so let's not say that there's also people who have problems with breakage, split ends, and maintaining long hair. Melody is hair length challenged. And so we'll just accept that. The problem is back in the day, weave was, remember, it's unbelievable that your hair grew that far. So
Yeah.
um she you can't you everybody can't follow the narrative. Everybody can't follow the standards. Everybody doesn't need long rake eyelashes. Everybody doesn't need a new wig and all of this. Sometimes you have to. The funny thing is, you never see these guys grow hair just to be a part of the show, or do a little beard. My This is the huskiest my beard's gonna get.
Mm.
If next week you see my shit down in here and I'm beard fishing you, that'd be a problem. Ma'am, your hair don't grow that long. You can blow dry your hair by going.
Stop. I mean, at least you can pull it off, though. Shoot.
Right.
You can't get it. At least you look good bald the way you do.
Right. And she got to pick a color. You got to pick a color for your face and your voice. I can see.
Wait a minute, Mark. Why you gotta read the voice here? What's the hair color got to do with the voice?
Because you gotta pick a color that says this is me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick a color that. Tisha is a nice chocolate, right? So she can have those high volume colors. She can't do a lot of colors. She can do one or two colors, because then you start to take away from the chocolate. You're like, what the hell is going on? Kimmy is a nice golden complexion, so she can do a little bit more variety with hers. Mel is almost white skinned, so she can't do too much. She can't do braids. Braids is out of her element. Braids you look a little.
Just dragging this poor woman's hair. Y'all so wrong.
Wait a second. Here's the problem. Whoa. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Y'all know in the chat.
Right. Kimmy, truthfully, Kimmy has the most range that she can do with hair. Kimmy has that range because she can do it natural. She can, she has that. She's the Mariah Carey of hair. Tisha is the Whitney Houston of hair. And Melody is probably the Tay-Tay of hair. She's probably the Tay-Tay. We're gonna call her hair Tay-Tay hair. That right. Is coming Tay-Tay hair. She has Taylor Swift hair and is popping, but it's not relevant. It's not got no strong vocals to it. It's just there. It's Tay-Tay hair. I'm just saying, when your hair is Tay-Tay, you gotta stop. You gotta pick a lane. You gotta find you a cheat. Like, you can't do everything. I'm just saying, she got Tay-Tay hair. That's it.
Dear Lord, I am never gonna not see this Tay-Tay hair.
She got Tay. When you think about Taylor Swift in music compared to Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, she don't belong in that category.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Melody and this hair, she do not. The thing is this: if Melody just tried to stay, this is
Melody is good with fashion and clothing. She should stay there.
Well, no, she shouldn't. She don't have no body to be in fashion.
She's better with fashion than she is with her hair.
She's better with Jay Bolin is better with fashion than she is with her hair. Jay Bolin, Carlos, they are all riding a wave called millimeters. Melody ain't got no body. She don't got no body to be trying to put on an outfit. I'm gonna tell you this. God knows this. Melody should make an alliance and an allegiance and come out with a clothing brand with Ariane.
And what would it be called? Please give names. I'm sure you've got some good ideas in that beautiful, magical head of yours.
No, It could be anything. It could be.
No,
It
we
could
do
be
not need that. Why do we need that? No.
because Ariane actually is Ariane. Here's the problem. Here's my opinion again. Ariane is what Melody thinks she is.
Oh, oh my.
Ariane has a nice figure. She has.
Mel does too.
Oh my God!
Look, I'm a big girl. Maybe because she's smaller than me, I feel like she got a better figure than me. Shit, she got a better figure than me.
And so the thing is, the mashup. This is the thing. I'm gonna say, I'm about to say something, and I hope it pisses y'all.
You want
Martell,
to piss us off, Lord Jesus.
because Ariane and Melody together is the same match as Martell and Melody together.
How?
Melody is good at attracting people and getting attention. She can't carry the company like she can't carry a tune. So she needs a plus one. Melody needs a plus one. Martell was Melody's plus one. Melody is just floating out there. She done had Embrace, killed it. Embrace women. That's what they should go back to Embrace. They embraced the man, so they should go back to Embrace and say embrace life, embrace love, embrace fashion, embrace beauty.
How
And
do
they
you
should
think
go.
Marcel would feel about that?
Who cares? And the thing is, for real, if you think about it, Melody needs, and Ariane has it, but she does. I don't know if she has the business savvy, and she's not in the public eye to where she can bring it about. But Ariane is, and I don't know where you saw. She got water balloons for breasts. She got less than water balloons. That Wonder Bra is a miracle worker. I'm just saying. Melody, I'm not
Glad you mentioned I gotta go shop for me one. Thank you. You reminded
right.
me.
Don't shop. Call her and ask her because that is doing some lifting. Her bra probably had a little Botox in it or something. I don't know. I'm not talking. I'm not saying it bad about her, but the only thing she's mentioning is missing is the butch. She's got the bleach body. Uh, she got the bleach blonde down. She is not.
That built butch body.
She's not
Lord.
she's more of a pillow princess when it comes down to it. She's more like a bleach blonde pillow princess body. That's more of her. She more look like the taker than the giver. She looks like it. She
We talking about Ariane's bra.
no Ariane is shapely. Mel is not. Mel is not shapely at all. Mel will get in the pool and stick and put a floaty under her midwaist and stick her booty out there like it's floating. Like she's attractive. She's at best on the scale. On the scale, we could do a scale. If we did a scale, she pushes a hard 6. She pushes
damn, that's it.
yeah, Mel is average. And her attitude, maybe it's because her attitude. Let's take her attitude out and give her a good attitude. And she is probably a probably a 7. She's probably a 7.
Damn, even with good attitude, she only goes up one.
Mel is
You's
average.
a hard coach, Mark. You's a hard coach.
If you had to line up Ariana, Melody, and Sheree, you would see what I'm saying. Line all three of them up. Line all three of them up right now, and you will see did you ever watch Harry Potter? What's her name? What's the girl's name? I
I
can't
know who
think.
you're talking about, yes.
She Mel is that girl first and the cast the goblet. She is very, very I thought she could be a mean girl. She's Stacey Dash. Yeah. She's not a body. She's not a body. She has a cute face. She has a cute face
Yes,
when
she
she
does.
wears blonde. When she wears the blonde hair with the black and the blonde. When she does the black and the blonde, that's her cutest look ever. Or when she does it in clear, but it's got to be black and blonde. It can't just be blonde. She does anyway. But after her neck,
Yeah, Sheree got body. Yes, she
yes,
does.
Sheree. It goes Sheree, then Ariane, then Van, then Melody. No, I'm just saying Melody does not have body. Melody does not. No, no,
I
no.
mean, I get what you're saying. You're right. You're right. You're right. So
On if you put her on okay, put her in. Compare her to the cast. She doesn't win in nothing.
no, because Tish has the best body to me out of all the girls.
Tisha, then Kimmy, and then Melody. I mean, Melody just she comes last in hair. She comes last in body. She come. Oh, Van got browdy. She got browdy. she that's the excursion van. And Melody is a
No,
micro
because
mini.
there was a point where Van was looking real, real good. For like, I don't know what was going on, but she had a moment where she was just glowing,
Yes,
looking real, real good.
Adobe Photoshop will do that to you. Waist trainers will.
I want to hope it wasn't Photoshop. I want
I
to give
want.
my girl the benefits. Okay, I'm hoping, but I mean,
Um,
she did look good. She did look good. I'm just saying, she did look
she
good.
looked better. Don't see don't do that.
She looked good. She ain't.
No,
First of all, Miss Van ain't an ugly woman.
no. She's not, but she looks better. Let's say this. I don't know what I
Okay,
was
maybe she
thinking.
didn't look good to you, but you can't say she didn't look good to me.
No, you can't say Melody looked good and Van
No,
looked good.
no, I didn't say Mel. I said
She
Miss Van.
looked better. She didn't look bad. She just looked better. She didn't look good. Good is a whole nother level. That's what. Okay, here's what I'm saying is sometimes we have to be honest and say you look good. You look all right. You look at women don't want to hear the word decent, average, okay. They're if
Okay,
we okay, right. So it's not fair to lie to people to their face. Van is a good she's a good looking woman. She's a good
yes, you said it yourself. She looked good. She's a good looking woman. She looked good.
right.
What's wrong with me saying she looked good for you to say she's a good looking woman? Ain't it the
She
same
looked
thing?
because her face and other things didn't change, so she just looked a little. So let's just say she's a 5.5. So she goes looks better means she just looks like more like a 5.9. She's still a 5. We're not taking you out
I
looking
mean,
good.
I wasn't going of the amount of good. I didn't say she looked good, 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 good. I said she looked good.
Right.
I mean,
Okay. We got see. I know girl numbers, and good is should be when you look good, it's a 6 or better. She looked better. She just she looked she, she looked she looked better than she did before. Her skin was glowing. That I mean, we have to use
she looked good.
uh,
She had a
you,
new. She
right. She
just
had a
looked
new
like fresh.
she had a certain je ne sais quoi about herself, but looking good was not it.
So what was it about her for you that did it for you?
It was I was driving into pre-Trump America not knowing they were out there and I needed somebody to talk to. So for them 3 hours, I mean we bonded via the it was a conversation that made us connect. So it wasn't necessarily I didn't see her and just say, "Oh my god, that's a oh wow, there we go." I that wasn't my
Baby, chill.
I yeah, I didn't I didn't see her and think, "Oh my God, I'm ready to get married." I didn't.
Okay, of course. I didn't say she was the next thing popping. I just said she looks good for herself.
Okay, for now, for herself, at least compared to her, she looks great. I'm a okay. Here's this. I'm a good looking guy. I'm a good looking guy. I'm not Shamar Moore. I'm not Jason Momoa. I'm not Morris Chestnut. I'm good. I could go on a date or two. You know what I'm saying? I could I could, and I have other things. I'm just saying she should be happy that we went out on a date.
And Mark didn't see her and think, oh, gee, she looks good.
Yeah.
Look, everyone mag magnifies to someone in different ways. It is what it is. I'm just saying. I would love to know what she. I would
I'm
love to
trying to,
hear her
I'm
thoughts
trying to
on
swim
you
through
when
this
she
feed.
saw about you for the first time.
Wait,
Actually,
what? Wait a second. Hold up. Hold
I
up. Wait a second.
I would
Hold on.
love to
Hold
know
on.
which I would like to ask you that same question. Like when she saw you, what were her thoughts and words in her head when she saw you for the very first time when she laid her eyes on you?
Let me tell you that when you
Oh,
see me and I get to looking at you and I say, "Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet
that's how you did it, Mark.
you." Oh, baby. No.
You did it like that, Mark.
oh,
Did you Casanova, Miss Van?
oh, baby, I look better than the mirror. Let me help you out. It's no, there's no, there's no mistake about it. You know what I'm saying? It when it happens, it's happened. When you looking, let me can I? Hey, baby, come here. Let me take you out on a date. What's going
And
on?
that's all it took.
Right. That listen,
Had her
listen.
driving across town after that, huh?
Now there's another reason for that. I'm just saying. There's another reason.
Excuse,
I got a
excuse.
big ego.
Oh,
Such a
you know
big
what?
ego.
I cannot with you. I cannot. I
So
cannot. Mark had been. Stop it, y'all. We
absolutely.
is not allowed
Um,
to do this. We is
well,
not
yeah.
going there.
I'm just saying.
That is
I'm
what it is.
there is a connection. It is not always animal attraction. Sometimes sometimes you got to get into somebody's mind before you can get in their face.
Okay, Mark. We'll read between that. Yes, it has turned into 99 questions. And with that, Mark, I could talk to your ass all freaking night. But I want to let you go so I can go watch your brothers and see what the
Okay.
hell they got going on tonight. I don't
I'll
even know. I don't even remember what the scenes are. But yes, come kick it and talk to us. Come to a come to a live recap. I'm cussing checking you boo out because I sat here with you for 2 hours and 18 minutes and that broad did not show up not once. And she was the main one talking about get Mark on here. So she gon' that it's gonna be something for her when I see her. But
it's on and popping.
it's
Where
on the
you at? Where she probably over there dry snitching to Emperor's ass.
she might be. I saw her over there when I was checking out what was
Dry
going on.
snitching. Girl, I'll be the plant. I'll go get information on Mark James and see what he's doing. That's
I be wondering. I really do wonder about Checky You Boo. I told Checky Boo I got my eye on that one. I don't know
right.
who, what gender it, they, what is. I don't even know, but I be seeing Checky You Boo where I be going. I be like, where the fuck you be everywhere? I don't trust Checky
Right.
You Boo sometimes. I don't know
Listen,
about Checky You Boo. I'm gonna get on Checky You Boo next time she come up in here. Well, keep calling her she. I don't know what it is. Let me stop.
right.
Let me stop. But Mark, you are always welcome anytime. And let me know when you got that the brown roots back up and going. I know you're looking
Oh,
for another co-host, whatever. But I'm ready to hear some more.
We'll be there. We'll be there. Anytime you need me, just hit me up.
Whenever you call me, I'll be there. Mark said he around, y'all. Mark said he around. He gonna be around. But make sure y'all is following Mark on Instagram. Y'all will you can find him on Brown Roots. The Brown Roots podcast is on Spotify for sure. Where else is it streaming at? Everywhere else, isn't it?
Apple, everywhere.
Catch them replays, catch some old stuff. It's really some good stuff. I'm telling you, it's very informative. Mark does know what he's talking about. It's not all just what you see over here with the Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff. Mark is very intelligent and smart and has a lot of good ideas and stuff. He's a man. For real. Okay, Mark, I'm going to let you go. Come back and chill again.
Will do.
Y'all all right. Be easy. There you have it, y'all. There is Mark. That was 2 hours and 21 minutes. I think that's my longest 21 questions. And of course, it was barely a 21 questions because me and Mark just got to talking. That's what me and Mark do. I swear, I have to go visit him sometime. I always say if I ever go visit somewhere, I got to go hang out with Mark crazy ass. He is. But make sure y'all is following. Thank you, LNV. Make sure y'all is following Mark. Okay. And I'm about to go watch this Love and Marriage Huntsville episode. Make sure y'all are back tomorrow night at 10:15. Okay? No, tomorrow I'm going to do 10 o'clock since I have the weekend off. So 10 o'clock for the live for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay? Make sure you are there. Dina will be there. Mod should be coming through, and it's always a good time when she comes through. So make sure y'all are there. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Everybody came through. BB, LNV. I still don't know what you want me to call you on this. I want to just say Ty at the end, but I need to figure out what to call you. Let me figure it out. Yes, this was funny. Mark is funny. He is just a good time. 15 minutes. 15 minutes what? Oh, 15 minutes. Shut up, LNV. You know what? Why you gotta start saying something? Oh, yeah, and I do need to make a point that LNV and BB are both in the chat because I still ain't convinced that y'all heifers ain't the same freaking person. I'm out this nasty thing.